Hello, Kentucky 4-H Virtual Experience. I'm Laurie Thomas with the University of Kentucky Forestry and Natural Resources, and I'm here with Name That Tune. This is all about bird songs. A bird song is only one type of sound birds make, but it is the most recognizable. Birds have very complex vocalizations, often with more than one tone produced at the same time, thanks to their specialized C-rings, which is the equivalent of a voice box that allows them to create independent sounds in different parts of their trachea. Songs may last 2 to 10 seconds or more and are often repeated in long sequences. A song is generally more musical than other calls and often incorporates a range of pitches and rhythms into one connected sequence. Birds use songs for a variety of purposes, depending on the season and each individual bird's needs. The most common reasons for birds to sing include claiming and defending territory. A loud, complex song advertises to nearby birds that the territory is already inhabited by a healthy, active male. Can be for attracting a mate. Just as a male's song advertises his territorial boundaries to rivals, it also lets nearby females know that he is strong and able to defend a good region. Can also be for courtship duets. In the courtship rituals of some bird species, both males and females will sing in complex duets that strengthen their pair bond. And singing can also be for general communication. While birds have a variety of calls that are used for different types of communication, a song can also be used for more general purposes, such as basic songs might be used to call a mate to a new food source, or summon them to incubation duty, or might keep birds in touch while flying. In many bird species, only the males sing. They do so conspicuously from high exposed perches so their song will travel greater distances. The majority of female songbirds in the United States and Canada use shorter, simpler calls, while the males produce the longer and more complex vocalizations we think of as songs. The story is different in the tropics, where females commonly sing as well as the males. Now let's check out and listen to some common backyard birds. See if they look and/or sound familiar. The American robin. It says, "Cheer up, cheerily, cheerily." Robins are common sights on lawns across North America, where you often see them tugging earthworms out of the ground. Robins are popular birds for their warm orange breast, their cheery song, and early appearance at the end of winter. Though they're familiar town and city birds, American robins are home in wilder areas too. Let's take a listen. The Carolina chickadee says, "Chickadee dee dee." The curious, intelligent Carolina chickadee is a small round bird with a short bill that commonly visits bird feeders. At feeders, the chickadee grab a seed and carry it off to eat it in a more secluded location. In winter, Carolina chickadees live in flocks of 2 to 8 birds and defend areas against other flocks. Most will remain in these flocks through the next season. Let's take a listen. The Carolina wren. It says, "Tea kettle, tea kettle, tea kettle," or "Teacher, teacher, teacher." This shy bird can be hard to see, but it delivers an amazing number of decibels for its size. Follow its tea kettle, and other piercing explanations through backyard or forest, and you may be rewarded with glimpses of this bird's rich cinnamon plumage, white eyebrow stripe, and long upward cocked tail. Let's take a listen. The northern cardinal says, "What cheer, what cheer, what cheer?" The male northern cardinal is perhaps responsible for getting more people interested in learning about birds than any other bird. They are state bird of Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, North Carolina, Ohio, Virginia, and West Virginia. Their shade of red you cannot take your eyes off. Even the female sports a sharp crest with warm red streaks. Cardinals don't migrate and they don't molt into dull plumage, so they're still breathtaking in winter's snowy backyards. In summer, their sweet whistles are one of the first sounds in the morning. Let's take a listen. The little tufted titmouse says, "Peter, Peter, Peter!" A little gray bird with an echoing voice, the titmouse is a frequent visitor to feeders. The large black eyes, small round bill, and brushy crest gives the bird an eager expression that matches the way it moves through the tree canopies. It can be seen hanging upside down from twig ends and dropping into bird feeders. Let's give a listen. The American goldfinch says, "Per-chick-a-ree." This handsome little finch is the state bird of New Jersey, Iowa, and Washington, and it is common at feeders. Goldfinch commonly eat thistle seed. Spring males are brilliant yellow and shiny black with a bit of white. During winter, they molt to dull brownish yellow. Let's give a listen. The blue jay, it says, "Jay, jay, jay." This common large songbird is familiar to many people with its perky crest, blue, white, black plumage, and noisy calls. Blue jays are known for their intelligence and complex social systems with tight family bonds. Their fondness for acorns is credited with helping spread oak trees after the last glacial period. Let's give a listen to the blue jay. The downy woodpecker says, "Pick, pick, pick." The active little downy woodpecker is a familiar sight at backyard feeders. Downies and their larger look-alike, the hairy woodpecker, are one of the first identification challenges that beginning bird watchers must master. Let's give a listen. The mourning dove. It says, "Hoo-ah, hoo, hoo, hoo." This graceful bird is common across the continent. Mourning doves perch on telephone wires and forage for seeds on the ground. Their flight is fast and bullet straight. Their soft, drawn-out calls sound like crying. When taking off, their wings make a sharp whistling or whinnying sound. Let's take a listen. To practice listening to bird songs, check out Birdsong Hero, a challenge game at the Cornell Lab of Ornithology website. This challenge game will help you become a better birder at identifying birds by their songs and test your listening skills while having fun. Now it's your turn. Go outside and listen to the birds in your backyard. See how many you can identify. Take your phone and try recording them so you can come back in and check the recordings with the All About Birds website to see if you were able to correctly identify the bird. Happy birding!